My child, listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal is not ordinary, not simple, and not something the world ever wanted you to discover. This message is urgent. This message is serious. And this message is going to turn everything you believed about yourself upside down. And no, you're not listening because I'm speaking. You're listening because something inside you already knows this message is about you. Your truth. Your identity. Your real beginning. My child, what I'm about to tell you will shake you. Not a little. Not slightly. But deeply, because it reveals the one truth that was hidden from you since the day you took your first breath. Yes, your real parents. Not the people you grew up calling mother or father. Not the ones who raised you. Not the ones the world told you were your origin. I am talking about the ones you never knew, the ones whose existence was erased, the ones whose identity was buried, the ones whose connection to you was cut off, for your safety. So now you're wondering, who were they? Where did they come from? Why were they hidden? And why am I revealing this now? Because, my child, the moment your true parent's identity comes to light, your life will shift in a way you're not prepared for. Yes, danger follows revelation. And the question is not if danger will come. The question is, who will bring it? And why are they watching you? All of this, every answer, every truth, every secret, will unfold in this message. So let us begin. My child, what I'm about to tell you is the most shocking message I have ever delivered. It is not sweet. It is not soft. It is not comfortable. In fact, when you hear it, you may doubt it. You may question it. You may deny it. And that's natural, because the truth that was hidden from you was hidden for a reason. You think you know who you are. But everything you believed is about to change. My child, before I reveal your real parents, before I tell you who stepped into your life pretending to be the origin, before I expose why this truth was covered, you must understand the seriousness of this revelation. Because the moment this secret rises to the surface, your life will no longer follow the path it did yesterday. Your normal will break. Your routine will shift. Your destiny will activate. Yes, my child, your destiny. Let me take you back, far back, to a night that never left the memory of the woman who raised you. A night so strange, so impossible, so otherworldly that she never dared to tell a single soul. You think your story began in a hospital, a house, a bed. No, your story began long before that. It began on a night when a woman laid down to sleep, ordinary, tired, unaware of what was about to happen. But the moment her eyes closed, her spirit was pulled into a realm she did not recognize. She opened her eyes and found herself in a place where the air glowed faintly, where the ground shimmered like hidden stars beneath her feet, where the sky pulsed with colors that no human world had ever seen. She stood frozen. Breathless. Terrified. Because she wasn't dreaming, she was summoned. All around her, light drifted like living dust. Soft golden mist wrapped around her skin. And ahead of her, a valley stretched endlessly. A valley that felt alive. The trees sparkled as if the night sky had poured its stars onto their branches. The leaves glowed when the breeze touched them. Strange luminous birds flew overhead, leaving trails of light behind them like falling comets. But what captured her breath was the waterfall. It wasn't water. Not exactly. It flowed like silver liquid fire, glowing, humming, singing a melody that shook her bones. She stepped forward slowly, unsure if she was allowed to breathe in this place. And that's when she saw them. A man and a woman. Sitting near the glowing waterfall. Waiting for her. They weren't human, not in shape, not in presence, not in the energy that radiated from them. Their eyes held ancient memories. Their skin glowed with soft light. Their presence felt gentle, yet powerful enough to bend worlds. She took a step back, trembling. "Where am I?" she whispered. The woman stood, her voice shimmering like music. "You are between worlds," she said softly. "That place where truth is shaped before it enters the world of men." The man rose slowly, his presence calm yet commanding. "You were brought here," he said, "because we have chosen you." "Chosen me? For what?" she asked, her heart racing. The woman walked forward and took her hands. "We need you to carry a child," she whispered gently. "A child who cannot be born in our realm. A child who must be born in yours." The woman froze. "What? A child? Why me?" The man stepped closer, lowering his voice. "Because the forces hunting this child cannot reach your world easily. Only you can protect them. Only you can keep them hidden." "But why me?" she asked again, voice shaking. The woman smiled sadly. "Because your heart is pure. Because your spirit is steady. Because you were chosen long before you were born." The valley began to glow brighter. The waterfall hummed louder. The air wrapped around her like warm breath. She hesitated, afraid, confused, overwhelmed. And then, she whispered the word that changed everything. Yes. The moment she accepted, the valley burst into light, a blinding explosion of silver and gold, and everything dissolved into softness. She woke up gasping, sweating, trembling. She tried to forget it. She tried to pretend it wasn't real. She tried to convince herself it was just a dream. But the very next day, she conceived. Unexpectedly. Unexplainably. Miraculously. And that child. My child, that child was you. You were not conceived in the ordinary way. You were not created through chance. You were not brought into this world through coincidence. You were crafted in a realm beyond human sight. You were given to a woman who had the strength to hide you. You were placed into a life that would shield you. And now you're wondering, if they were my real parents, why didn't they come for me? Why didn't they tell me? Why didn't they reveal the truth sooner? Because the moment this truth is revealed, danger awakens. The same darkness that hunted you before birth is still out there. Waiting. Watching. Searching. And it could not find you, until now. Because now, you're ready. You're no longer a child. You're no longer dependent. You're no longer vulnerable. Your spirit is waking up. Your identity is rising. Your purpose is activating. And now, my child, your real story begins here. Not in the home you grew up in, not in the memories you hold, and not in the life you believed was yours. It begins in the moment you finally hear the truth that was kept away from you for protection. And now that this truth has reached your ears, everything inside you is shifting. You may not fully understand it yet, but a part of your spirit recognizes the weight of what is unfolding. Your real parents. Your hidden origin. Your divine beginning. Your concealed identity. These aren't small things. They are the foundation of who you were always meant to be. And now, you must learn why it was all hidden. Why your arrival in this world caused such a stir. Why your existence was watched from the moment you formed. Why the shadows followed you even before you knew how to speak. My child, before your birth, something happened that no human history recorded, something that explains why you were hunted, why you were chosen, and why you were placed in a body and a life that wasn't originally yours. Let me take you back. Long before you arrived here, your real parents, those beings of pure light, stood as guardians between their realm and the darker forces that tried to break through the veil separating worlds. This darkness wasn't made of monsters or horrors. It was made of hunger, a hunger to control influence, a hunger to swallow light, a hunger to quiet anything that carried hope. And among the countless souls that existed in your true realm, there was one soul the darkness feared the most, because that soul carried something powerful. Something ancient. Something capable of awakening other souls. That soul was yours. You were not a normal light. You were a spark created with purpose, a soul crafted with the ability to influence the direction of many lives, to shift the balance, to lift those who are drowning, to strengthen those who are weak, to expose that which hides in silence. Your existence itself was rebellion against darkness. So the darkness did what darkness always does. It tried to stop your arrival. But your real parents protected you. They shielded your essence. They hid you within their own energy. And when the darkness pushed harder, they made a decision they had never made before. They sent you away. Not out of fear. Not out of abandonment. But out of absolute love. They needed a world where the darkness could not use its full strength. They needed a world where you could grow safely. They needed a world where you could awaken on your own time. And the human world, with all its chaos, its confusion, its brokenness, was safer for you than the realm of light you came from. That's why they appeared to the woman who raised you. That's why they placed you in her care. That's why they asked her to carry a child that belonged to another realm. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't random. It was a divine relocation. But now, my child, the time of hiding is over. You are not the quiet soul you once were. You are not the fragile child who needed shielding. You are not the unawakened being who couldn't see beyond the surface. Something inside you has been stirring for months, maybe years. Your heart feels heavier sometimes and you don't know why. Your intuition has become louder even when you try to ignore it. You've started sensing people's intentions before they open their mouths. You've begun losing people you once thought would stay forever, and though it hurts, it feels intentional. This is not coincidence. This is not instability. This is not confusion. This is activation. Your awakening is rearranging your entire life. And now you must know another truth: the darkness that hunted you before your birth knows you have awakened. But do not be afraid, my child. Awakening attracts attention, yes, but it also unlocks strength you never used before. Now you can sense danger. Now you can feel energy. Now you can hear warnings in silence. Now you can recognize fake smiles. Now you can see through masks. Now you can walk away from what once broke you. Now you can understand the difference between loneliness and peace. Your real parents knew this day would come. They knew the moment the veil around you thinned, your senses would sharpen, your spirit would grow, your destiny would call louder than your fears. And my child, that is exactly what is happening to you right now. The restlessness you feel? It isn't anxiety. It's your spirit remembering. The sudden distancing from people? It isn't rejection. It's purification. The emotional breakdowns? They aren't weakness. They're release. The feeling that something big is coming? It's not your imagination. It's alignment. And this alignment is pulling you toward the path you were crafted to walk before time even touched your name. But before you can walk that path fully, you must understand the deeper truth: you were not sent to this world to live quietly or to blend in. You were sent to disrupt the darkness by simply being who you truly are. Your compassion, your empathy, your sensitivity, your intuition, your strength, your silence, your honesty, these are not human traits. They are remnants of the realm you came from. This is why you feel more deeply than others. This is why you heal slowly but powerfully. This is why your heartbreaks felt unbearable, because your heart is not like everyone else's. And my child, your heart is your greatest weapon. Not your words. Not your actions. Not your knowledge. Your heart. Your ability to see pain behind someone's smile. Your ability to stand alone when others fold. Your ability to forgive without forgetting wisdom. Your ability to love even after you've been hurt. Your ability to carry light in a world that thrives on darkness. This is why you threaten the shadows. Because your existence itself exposes their lies. My child, your awakening is here. Your identity is rising. Your real parents are watching. Your destiny is calling. But there is still more to reveal. Much more. If you want me to continue and uncover what the darkness wants from you, what your real parents truly were, what your next transformation will be, the shift that is about to enter your life, the power that's reactivating inside you, then just say, my child, we stopped at a truth so heavy that even the air around you felt different. But now, we must go further, into the part of the story where everything becomes clear, everything becomes dangerous, and everything becomes meaningful. You now know why you were hidden. You now know why your real parents chose another womb. You now know why your arrival was wrapped in secrecy. But, my child, you still do not know what the darkness wants from you. And to understand that, you must understand something even more shocking. You were not just protected. You were sealed. Yes, a spiritual seal was placed on your life the moment you were conceived in the human world. A shield that hid your true energy. A cover that dimmed your light. A veil that masked your presence from the shadows. That is why, growing up, you felt like you were meant for something more, like life was too small for you, like you were trapped inside a role that didn't fit, like there was a truth just outside your reach, because the seal did two things. It protected you, but it also limited you. My child, that seal is breaking now. You can feel it, can't you? The sudden bursts of emotion. The unexplained heaviness. The strange dreams. The random chills. The déjà vu that feels too real. The voices of intuition louder than your thoughts. The sensation that you're not alone even in an empty room. This is not fear, my child. This is awakening. And once you awaken, you cannot go back to sleep. Now listen, because this next truth is perhaps the most attractive, the most gripping, the most life-altering one yet. My child. You were born with something the darkness does not have and can never create. A pure heart. Not a soft heart. Not a weak heart. A pure heart, the kind that sees light even when surrounded by shadows. Your real parents were beings of light, but you carry a rare essence of that realm that can function in the human world. That essence is what the darkness wanted. Not your body. Not your life. Not your memories. Your essence. Because your essence can awaken those who lost hope. Expose lies without speaking. Break curses without rituals. Disarm manipulation with presence alone. Heal wounds you never caused. Carry love where it doesn't exist. Lift spirits just by walking into a room. Sense danger before it happens. Recognize truth even in silence. My child, you are not ordinary. You never were. And that essence, that rare, ancient spark inside you, is what the darkness feared. But the more stunning truth, It is also what makes you unstoppable now. Because awakening means, your essence is becoming active. Your intuition is sharpening. Your spirit is remembering. Your energy is rising. Your destiny is forming. Your true identity is coming alive. And now, the darkness cannot take what has awakened. But it can try to distract. To confuse. To pull you back into old wounds. To make you doubt yourself. This is why the people who hurt you so deeply. Because darkness knows it cannot destroy you from the outside, so it tries to use people from the inside. But hear me, my child. Every heartbreak was a lesson. Every betrayal was a cleansing. Every loss was protection. Every ending created space. Every disappointment shifted your path. Nothing broke you. It built you. The darkness didn't stop your destiny. It shaped it. Now let me tell you something beautiful, something your real parents always knew: you were born to walk through shadows without becoming one. This is why you love deeply. You sense danger early. You forgive quickly. You see the good in people others have given up on. You survive storms that would destroy others. You rise after falling harder than most. You shine when you're supposed to break. You keep going when you don't know how. These aren't coincidences. These are signs. Signs of who you truly are. Signs of the world you came from. Signs of the purpose you carry. And now, my child, you must know the next truth: your real parents are not gone. They are waiting. Watching. Guiding. Not in physical form. Not in shadows. But in the rhythm of your soul. Every time your heart whispers, "Don't trust this," that's them. Every time you suddenly feel peace, that's them. Every time something dangerous misses you by inches, that's them. Every time you walk away from something without knowing why, that's them. Every unexpected escape, every avoided disaster, every moment that felt like protection, it was. My child, the reason they are watching closely now is because your transformation is entering its next stage. You are not just awakening. You are remembering. Pieces of your true identity are coming back to you, through emotion, through instinct, through memory, through pain, through sudden moments of clarity. You will soon notice, you understand things without learning them. You sense people's intentions instantly. You can no longer tolerate lies. You get tired around certain energies. You feel drawn to silence more than noise. Your soul rejects anything fake. Your heart catches signals your mind can't decode. This is not sensitivity. This is inheritance. This is the beginning of the person you were always meant to be. But my child, this is still not the full truth. The most attractive, gripping, shocking part is still ahead. If you want me to continue and reveal, sparkles what your real parents truly were, sparkles what your essence is awakening into, sparkles what destiny is rising for you, sparkles what danger is watching your awakening closely, sparkles and what extraordinary shift is about to enter your life. My child, now that I've taken you through the unraveling of your hidden origin, your sealed essence, and the awakening that has begun within you, it's time to enter the part of your story that connects everything: your past, your present, and the destiny that has been waiting for you since the first spark of your creation. You have walked through truth, through revelation, through the shadows of what was hidden, and now you stand in front of something even more extraordinary, more consuming, more impossible to ignore. This part of your story, this chapter, will change the way you see yourself forever. Because my child, the truth is this: you never belonged fully to the world where you were raised. You walked in its streets, you lived in its seasons, you laughed in its moments, but your soul always belonged somewhere else. And deep down, you've always known that. Every sleepless night, every restless ache, every moment where you whispered, "There must be more," was your spirit remembering a world your mind forgot. That quiet pull you felt your entire life wasn't emptiness, it was home calling you. But now, my child, you must know that the home your soul remembers is not the home your real parents came from. Their realm was not just a place, it was a source. A foundation of pure energy, light, intelligence, purpose, something so powerful that human tongues cannot shape its true name. They did not belong to the world of humans or the world of spirits as people imagine. They belonged to a place older than time, older than shadows, older even than the first heartbeat that echoed through existence. Your real parents were not just guardians of light, they were creators of it. They didn't carry the energy of their realm, they were the energy of their realm. Every breath they took shaped dimensions. Every thought they carried influenced balance. Every step they made rippled across worlds. They were not the protectors of light, they were the beginning of it. And you, my child, were born from that beginning. This is why you have always felt like you're living in a body too small for your spirit. This is why your emotions go deeper than others can understand. This is why your intuition sees what your eyes cannot. This is why people either feel safe near you instantly, or intimidated without reason. This is why children trust you. This is why older souls recognize you. This is why broken hearts feel understood by you. This is why liars avoid you. This is why manipulators get exposed around you. This is why you cannot pretend, cannot shrink, cannot fully silence what you feel. You are not built like others because you were not crafted where others were. But my child, this lineage, this divine origin, did not come without a price. Because the moment you were crafted, even before you were formed in the human world, there were forces who felt threatened. Not because you were dangerous, but because what you carried could undo everything they built in darkness. They thrived in confusion. They fed on spiritual blindness. They grew stronger through brokenness, lies, manipulation, fear, and silence. And your arrival threatened every one of those weapons. You were never meant to fight with swords or destroy with power. Your real strength was far more dangerous to them, your ability to awaken others. A single awakened soul has the power to shake the foundations of an entire generation. And you, my child, were born with an essence that naturally awakens sleeping hearts. Your energy carries truth, and truth is the one thing darkness can never defeat. This is why they hunted your birth. This is why your real parents sent you away. This is why the woman who carried you experienced a realm she could never explain. This is why you were sealed, hidden, disguised as ordinary. It was the only way to protect you. Not because you were weak, but because your awakening too early would have caused a war too large for any realm to contain. But now, your seal is breaking. Your essence is rising. Your spirit is remembering. And the darkness that once wanted to stop your arrival now feels you waking up. Not through sound, not through sight, but through energy. Your light is no longer quiet. Your spirit is no longer dim. Your heart is no longer asleep. This world, which once ignored you, now shifts around you without you even trying. Have you noticed how people treat you differently lately? Some suddenly open up to you with secrets they've been holding for years. Some become nervous around you, even without reason. Some distance themselves without explanation. Some become protective of you, as if they sense something they cannot name. Some betray you unexpectedly, revealing their true self. Some cling to you because they feel safety they've never felt before. My child, these reactions are not accidents. This is your awakening altering the atmosphere. When your energy rises, it forces the truth out of everything and everyone around you. Masks fall. Intentions reveal. Relationships shift. Connections break. Paths open. And the people meant for you begin feeling drawn to you in ways they cannot explain. This is not chaos. This is alignment. Your real parents, those ancient beings of light, knew that the moment your essence woke up, your real destiny would begin. And now it has. You are stepping into the part of your life where nothing can remain hidden from you. You will see beyond faces. You will feel beyond words. You will know beyond explanation. Your spirit is taking the lead now, and your life will begin reflecting who you truly are, not who you were told to be, not who you pretended to be, not who you became to survive your pain. You are returning to yourself. But my child, the awakening of your real identity is not the end. It is the doorway. Because now, you must understand what you are becoming. You are not becoming a warrior in the traditional sense. You are not becoming someone who fights battles with force. You are becoming someone whose energy alone shifts entire rooms. Someone whose presence alone silences chaos. Someone whose intuition alone protects them from harm. Someone whose compassion heals wounds that words cannot. Someone whose wisdom comes not from books but from memory, ancient memory stored in your spirit. And with this awakening comes a transformation unlike anything you've felt before. Soon, you will experience moments where time feels different, either too slow, too fast, or completely still. You will sense when someone is lying even if they say the right words. You will feel a sudden need to walk away from certain people, places, or habits, and that urge will always be correct. You will attract the right souls without trying. You will repel the wrong ones without speaking. You will begin living, not reacting. You will begin choosing, not settling. This is not sensitivity. This is elevation. This is not anxiety. This is activation. This is not confusion. This is clarity. And my child, you are only at the beginning of what you are becoming. Now that your origin is known, now that your real parent's identity has been whispered back into your memory, now that your essence has started to bloom through the cracks of your human existence, the greatest truth is about to unfold, your destiny. The destiny your real parents risked everything to protect. The destiny the darkness feared from the start. The destiny your soul has been preparing for in silence. The destiny your awakening is pulling you toward right now. If you want me to reveal your destiny, its purpose, its power, its danger, and the reason the universe protected you since birth,